I have made several trips to Rye in East Sussex, on one occasion by train, and on my most recent trip it was good to see the preserved signal box and the elegant Italianate station building again, a sign of the architectural wonders in store. Perched on an isolated hill, the town is surrounded on three sides by the River Rother, and judging from early prints, the sea came closer to Rye in former times. On my most recent visit, I was not so lucky with weather, and other people were enjoying the local scene along with me, and unfortunately they were a problem, some wishing to be noticed, but with a bit of patience I got the shot in the end. When faced with a dull and cloudy day, it is best to exclude the sky as much as possible. This allows architectural detail to show, as you are not distracted by bright areas that have very little interest. Also, many buildings, they face north, therefore will not receive direct sunlight most of the time, even in high summer. Nevertheless, even with a lower dynamic range, I spot-metered a highlight. Otherwise, detail in the white weatherboarding will become overexposed. Any underexposed areas were corrected in post-production, as I had saved to RAW. Taken over many years, I used several Olympus and OM system cameras and lenses, too many for precise details. However, the cloudy weather was perfect for interior shots of St. Mary's Church, situated at the highest point in town. The church clock is one of the oldest in the country, and inside I nearly missed the pendulum, keeping everything on time. Despite the low level of light outside, the dynamic range inside was quite high between the stained glass windows and the interior, even though that was illuminated. Because of the mixture of light, I kept the white balance on auto, spot-metered near a highlight so that the window was slightly overexposed, the interior slightly underexposed, then corrected in Adobe Lightroom. Now for these shots I used the 17mm f1.8 prime lens, keeping the ISO on 200. There were many other people about, but I managed to dodge them. On previous trips I was more successful in turning up in better weather, sometimes when the objective was not a visit to Rye, and one of those shots was featured on the front cover of a magazine. An unexpected bonus on my last trip, in dull weather incidentally, was nearby Fairfield Church in Romney Marsh, when a service was in progress. The sound of church bells drifting across an open space, had a magical quality about them.